Welcome back. Some breaking updates coming in. Rapist Ram Rahim has applied for parole yet again. The Haryana Jail Ministry has forwarded the request. The Jail Ministry also justifying the move by the government, saying it's just a set protocol that is being followed. So yet again, despite the previous time where there was absolute outrage over Ram Rahim, a convicted rapist and murderer, being out on parole, now yet again the convict has applied for parole.
देखिए, ये तो कोर्ट डिसाइड करेगा कहाँ जाएगा। उन्होंने एप्लीकेशन जरूर लगाई है। कल उन्होंने एप्लीकेशन हमारे पास आई थी, हमने फॉरवर्ड कर दी। वो कमिश्नर तय करेंगे। तो हमारा काम है, उनकी एप्लीकेशन आए आगे भेज देते हैं। हमने एप्लीकेशन भेज दी। अब वो कहाँ के लिए करेंगे, कितने दिन की पैरोल करेंगे, ये उनका काम है। हमें जो उन्होंने भेजी है उसमें 40 दिन की पैरोल के लिए लिखा है।
My colleague Gurpreet joining us on the broadcast with the details. Gurpreet, rapist Ram Rahim applying for parole yet again, and this just comes months after there was massive outrage over the fact that he was out on parole, and yet again now applying for the furlough.
Well, yes, a lot of questions are being raised by the opposition party at this point of time, because a few months back we have seen he has already been granted by the Haryana government for 40 days parole, and after that there is a lot of hue and cry. A lot of questions are being raised over the BJP government in Haryana, why such type of relief is being given to one of the convict who has been convicted in murder and rape charges. After that we have seen again he has moved an application. We have seen the jail minister of Haryana, he has already confirmed, saying that his application has been marked to the divisional commissioner. What we have learned from the sources, there is a lot of questions of law and order situation at this point of time. This time he has given a plea that he wanted to go and attend a satsang in Sirsa. And Sirsa, we have seen in the previous paroles so many times the state government, they were saying that he is not supposed to be here in Haryana. He has been sent to the Uttar Pradesh, and that will not disturb law and order situation. But this time, if he is going to be given a relief to go to Sirsa, that means somewhere...
This is mockery of justice, Gurpreet, that he is applying for, another parole. Stay on with us. We have Congress leader Udit Raj also on the phone line with us. Mr. Udit Raj, we're seeing rapist Ram Rahim now applying for parole yet again. This just comes months after he was already out on a 40-day parole.
See, he has become a tool for getting votes. That time he was let freed from jail on so-called parole to influence Himachal Assembly election, which he tried his level best. And the last time Assembly election they could win because of his supporters wealth, and that too they tried to win. BJP tried to win in Punjab, and also in Punjab BJP transferred its support to Aam Aadmi
Those are politics that this is happening. Mr. Udit Raj, stay on with me. We also have Ram Malik of the BJP joining us, so let me take your question across to Mr. Ram Malik. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Malik. Isn't this mockery of justice? Isn't this, an insult of the victims in the case? You have Ram Rahim now, just a month after he was already out on parole, applying for parole yet again, and the government, the officials are just forwarding it to the government again.
See, number one, I think the person speaking before me was Mr. Udit Raj, if I'm not wrong. Was it?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll answer that answer to him also. Let me first put this thing. One, there is no election right now. There's no election right now. So at least that bogey that you call up every time that there's an election and Ram Rahim is released or he takes a parole.
But why not Asaram Bapu? Why not other criminals?
Okay.
Why not
Udit bhai, thoda sa sabar se sun lo na. हमने तो इकट्ठे काम भी करा.
I request you to stay on. Please let Mr. Raman Malik finish. Yes, go on.
Yeah, Malik.
See, first of all, this election bogey is caught right now. The second issue is he has to be given the same legal and civil liberties, or jurisdictions as inscribed in the court of law, as inscribed in the laws of the land to any other citizen of India.
Okay,
Now,
so are you
it is
saying
as
that
per the
the
discretion
other...
of the law whether to give him a parole or not?
Okay, so then you're saying that all the convicts are getting the same kind of treatment in the jail. Is that what you're suggesting?
One, when all the convicts who are there in the jail, they are getting the same treatment. Second, no parole is given out of turn, out of the jurisdiction, out of the set precedents of law. And it is up to the authorities, not the political legislative, to give parole. It is to the executive. Now, if you want to say that the legislative has started acting as executive, then I believe that people must think about what is being said and what is the actual facts.
Okay, so since you are saying that, you know, this is the same protocol that's extended to all the people, all the convicts in the jail, let me just tell you the pattern in the for Ram Rahim. Okay, in October 15th, it was a 40-day parole for Ram Rahim. On June 17th as well, yet again he was given parole for about a month. Then again in February 7th, he was out for 21 days. Do you think that the other convicts in the jail also get this kind of a treatment, that they are out, you know, every few months for about 40 days, they're out on parole? Are you saying that this is the same treatment being given to all the convicts in the jail?
Sir, to you. Two things. One, the legislative does not give any clearances to the parole that is being applied, number one. Number two, in February, when the parole was sought by this convict, Mr. Ram Rahim, you would remember that there was a case filed by a lawyer who happens to have close links with Congress, and the Honorable High Court gave certain guidance and also observations. Now, do you intend to say that the authorities are doing a contempt of court? And if so, the same lawyers and the battery of lawyers that the Congress has with them, can they not file for a contempt? They can.
Okay.
And since they are not, it also shows the very fact that Ram Rahim is in, the legislative is not giving him any special treatment. Now, if they have, that we are giving them any special treatments through the legislative, let them go to the Honorable High Court and say that the legislative is crossing the limit that it has. It is going into the domain of the executive and executing whims and fancy of its own. Now, this is not, Mr. Udit Raj must understand that this is not the time when in 3 days Mr. Robert Vadra is given a clean chit in the land scam of Gurugram and is said to be a private business identity, and the Prime Minister of India goes to the floor of the Parliament and gives him a clean chit. The Chief Minister then of Haryana,
so
Mr.
let me just tell you how it works. You know, when Ram Rahim forwards this application, it goes to the Commissioner, then it goes to the Deputy Commissioner, it goes to the DG Prison, and then it goes to the Haryana Jail Mantri. So for you to say that the government intervention is not there at any point at all, let me just point out it is the Haryana Jail Ministry, and that's where the buck stops when parole is given to Ram Rahim or any other convict for that matter.
It is not about that the minister approves the file. It is the secretariat, the executive that approves the file. It is the IAS officers and others who are there as the executive which clear these files. It is not just the minister.
No, Mr. Raman Malik, I just want to come in, sir. While I understand what you're trying to say, I'll come to the point that you made about Robert Vadra. Look, politics is about perception, and the government has a say in these things. And while you were saying that as a prisoner, he has his rights, this is a mockery of justice, sir. Isn't this on the people who are still suffering from the wounds that were inflicted on him by this man?
Okay. So, I would like to rejig your memory a little. that you should go and look at the first time the case against Mr. Ram Rahim, who is a convict and is serving his prison time. It was before our government even came into existence in Haryana. Now, nobody at that point in time had the guts to go ahead and make sure that the worth of the law falls upon a person who is accused and should be tried. This was this government under Manohar Lal ji which went through and did all possible things, making sure that he goes through the process which is equal for everybody under the eye of the law, and he had to face
Okay,
all
Raman
those
Malik,
things.
Raman Malik, just hold your thoughts.